Well, good morning, my friends. I'm Chase and Walter with the fishing crew. Cedar Shore Walleye Tournament, number 24. If you're keeping track, I know we are because, well, frankly, it is the 24th Cedar Shore Walleye Tournament, and we're looking forward to a beautiful day here. You can see our takeoff area is making its way through the marina here with folks, and now we've got Kurt in the studio. So we're gonna go there. Kurt, how you doing?
I'm doing good, buddy.
All right, wonderful. You're going to it up there. I love that little circle light. Everybody should love the circle light there. That's all a part of the broadcast. But the new trailer, I went to turn the heat on. I'm like, oh, didn't do the propane, which is no big deal.
I got the propane filled, just not hooked up yet.
You did? Oh, that's why I didn't go. It's not hooked up. That's well. You know what? We're testing everything out here. We've got the new jerseys. We've got this awesome cold snap outdoor stuff that we're sporting here, and we're just minutes away. 7 minutes, as a matter of fact, from takeoff. And Nate and Zach will have that from the boat. Fishing is going to be interesting today. I think we've got the full moon that actually isn't a full moon until 8:22 tonight. But still, we've got that full moon, and there's a lot of anglers that said we've kind of got everything going for us right here, right now. Warmer weather, the spawn may start. I guess tomorrow will be a different day.
Yeah, 100%. And weather is going to be, wind is looking like, the apps again don't know how to predict anything. So
yeah, that's the hard one, because you were talking about 50-mile-an-hour winds. I went and I think I saw a peak of 28. If we have 28 or 29-mile-an-hour winds, that's no big deal, because every one of these guys have fished in 30-mile-an-hour winds. So
yeah, I mean it's not the end of the world. Right now we'll make a decision tomorrow morning, obviously, and it's probably going to look like this at takeoff. And from the weather I've looked at, when I saw the 50-mile-an-hour winds, to clarify, it was like 8 p.m. at night.
Yeah,
so right. It wasn't terrible. And good morning, Uncle Lou.
Good morning.
But yeah, so we got quite a few boats, 98 teams going out, going to a 2-day. We kind of knew that we were going to lose a couple of the guys that always did the 1 day. But, we like 2 days with our team of the year circuit, sure. 2 days work. So we're kind of rocking the 2-day. But yeah, we got the boats getting ready to take off. Beautiful day.
Yeah, really. Look, I mean, here's if anybody, if you want to know the weather for Chamberlain today, a southeast breeze at 11 is just not a big deal. And I think we're past the showers. So 76 today is going to be a nice day on the water.
Oh, it's crazy. My alarm went off at 4:30. I get up, Carla looks at me and she's like, the weather is going to be, it's 56 outside. And I go, no, it's not.
Yeah.
And she refreshed her phone. She goes, it's 56. I walked out the back door and go, it's 56. Yeah. It's pretty gorgeous. It's gorgeous out there. But yeah, we definitely have a little rust on us for the first one of the year.
Yeah, but we got a brand new trailer. Everything is completely different. Our setup is temporary because we're going to have this really awesome studio here eventually. So, that's pretty exciting. A look back on last year's champions, the winners, who will we crown champion this year? I really wanted to get into the question. I wanted to ask you, I wanted to ask some other people like Nick Harrington, maybe Tom Seberg, who do you think is going to win this thing? But we've got so many, I don't want to call them random people. We've got so many tournament anglers out there, and each of them are good in their own right. So it's really hard to predict, like you would the Bass Masters or even National Walleye Tour. I don't even think they predict National Walleye Tour or Masters Walleye Circuit. So it's really hard to do that. So it's not a fair question.
Yeah,
it's kind of fun though for the families and those that are out there paying attention.
You got some hammers in this thing. There's past champions. Lee, Paul, Scott Handel used to fish together all the time. Now they are fishing with their kids and brothers. So they are definitely a force to be reckoned with out there. Brian Dahl's fishing. He won it a couple years ago. There's all kinds of, my money's on the local bass. Yeah, you got a couple local bass guys. And Stormy, I mean, that guy, I don't know if he fishes or works, but I think he fishes. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good hammers in this thing. You got Garrick McCumsey, who's won it in the past. Bob Props Jr. made my day. He called me up a couple weeks ago and said Bill Hall is going to come up and fish. And for those that don't know Bill Hall's been part of the industry for a long time. He owns Algona Marine in Iowa, and Bill was like Senior's best friend. Bill has been battling some health issues, but they're here. And
that's cool.
It was pretty amazing yesterday afternoon seeing Bill Hall walk up, and yeah, it was pretty good. It melted my heart. So
yeah, I think it's pretty cool. We heard from Carmen Seberg, of course, that's Tom's wife, and I'm kind of excited, and maybe I'm a little biased and partial there, just because I love Nick and Tom. So Nick Harrington used to fish with Mason Props, right? So that team has, I'm not going to say dissolved because Mason's out guiding and he's working.
Yeah,
right? Doesn't have time to do the tournament thing, but Nick's all about it. Nick is, the way his mind works, and then you pair him with Tom Seberg.
Yeah, it could
I honestly, it's a team to watch today. Yeah. It really is. Team number 23.
We have a camera in their boat at noon. They're one of our camera boats. The Skipper brothers, man, they are absolute hammers. I mean, they know how to get it done. Lauren now lives on this body of water out of Geddes, Platte area, so he's on this water all the time. Justin lives over in Huron, hop, skip, and a jump to the river. But
Brian Bashore,
I was going to bring that one.
Anybody has a chance at winning this thing, it's Bashore. Brian Dahl.
He came in second a couple years ago. Yeah. Right. So,
yeah, the list of names goes on. We need to keep an eye on the clock because I told those boys when that thing says 6:59, you got to be ready because at 7 o'clock you are going live. So, boys, if you can hear us, shake the camera a little bit, or at least give us a thumbs up in front of it. Just want to make sure you can hear us and everything's good to go out there. But things are looking good on the water with with a ripple. We don't even have a walleye chop today.
Not yet.
I mean, not even for a second. Yeah. So, what's going to in this thing?
You have that where you want it?
Are we going to?
All I'm going to say is I like the no chop right now.
We better
mute them.
Yeah, because you just never know what might happen. But yeah, so we've got the scoping, we've got the trolling, and our jig's going to play a part in today. Is some live bait going to work? Is it going to be plastic? I'm curious to find out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm guessing we're getting a message in our group message.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the thing. Do we have time to quick pop this up? If we do, that'd be great because Nick sent a video. I'm going to share it quick. So yeah, we got a good quick one there.
Looks like we better go to our boat.
Yep, we're going to go to the boat and turn them on. And boys, you're live, so you could take it.
Okay, give me a minute. Setting up here. All right, welcome everyone. This is the 24th, what did I say? Year 2025 Cedar Shore event. 7 o'clock, it's yours. All right, boat 1. Boat 2. Boat 3. Boat 4. Boat 5. Boat 6. Hey, wait till you're past us to wait. I don't want a ripple in here. Toodle past us. My phone goes in, someone's paying for it. Boat 7. Boat 8. Boat 9. 11. I ain't trying to fall in the water. Or my phone. Boat 12. $13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. Kelly Vento! Bene Vento! 19. 20. 21. 22. Hey, wait till you're past us. Whoa. I don't want to be rocking here. You're good. 23. Nick Harrington, Tom Seaburn. 24. 25. Do we got a 25? Last boat of flight 1, number 25. They're trailing right here. They're coming now.
All right, so there we are with flight number 1. We're going to have flight number 2 here momentarily and get ready to go. So it looks like about 50 boats, 49, 50 boats. So we've got about 100 anglers there. Keith Bazur, the current walleye record holder in the state of South Dakota, is out there. I think he's boat number 30, if I remember right. And I'm going to pop this up here real quick, too, because I see we got another comment. Carmen, thank you very much.
We got Troy, sorry, I see your comment popping up. Yeah, we had a glitch in the name stuff because we had a couple changes last night, so I couldn't get an accurate sheet to the guys in the boat. They will be there tomorrow. Sorry about that, guys. So, yeah, it's
day 2 will be more
day
important
2.
anyway.
Yeah, we got that was my bad. I'll take blame for that. But yeah, we had a bunch of name changes I went to put together today, and Nate would be calling all the wrong names. So yeah, we just decided to just go with boat numbers this morning. We will go back to names tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll get her all ironed out, and looking forward to the broadcast. And all the new equipment is going to make the live just a whole lot more fun. The camera, it's kind of too bad we don't have the camera here because it's this great big huge
it's right there.
We'll just go get it real quick. Let everybody see it. As long as we're just kind of wasting a little bit of time until we get flight number 2. Yeah, should be good to go. Thanks for watching here this morning. We're going to do a noon midday show. Yeah, so there we go. No more cell phone on the show. We're going for real. So I mean, basically we're going for broke there. Austin Early.
Yeah, we forgot about Early. I mean, Early is I think he's won this, and he loves this stretch of water, so
he could most certainly do it. There's so many guys out here, like you said, hammers and sticks. And speaking of sticks too, we've got the Bible rods here as well.
Oh yeah, Josh Bible. We're gonna give a couple of those away. Josh texted me to give a couple away.
He did. Okay, so we get to do that, and you can also buy them. Here's the other thing too, because it's for anybody watching. You can use the Fishing Crew code for Cold Snap.
Yeah,
it's that simple. You just do the fish. So it's TFC20. TFC20.
You can post that right there in the comments. Just type it right in there in the comments. Cold snap code.
Yeah.
That gets you 20%.
TFC. Oh, what did I just do?
Yeah.
Did I get rid of us all completely?
No.
All right, I'll let you do it.
I must have reach over here.
Yeah. ColdSnapOutdoors.com and then TFC20, and you'll save 20% on all the items that Cold Snap offers on their website. They got a lot of stuff. Their suit is an amazing suit. Now, you'll look at the price, and it will be worth the price because you're getting an all-season suit. You get the winter suit, which basically it has a liner and a floater in it. So you've got your rain suit, you've got your ice suit, you've got the floating, and it's got great comfort. I mean, it's. I think it's even designed for a guy with a little.
No, it is. Yeah, they've really took some time designing that suit, and that's kind of why we partnered with them, is because that suit, I put it on for the first time this winter, and we were indoors at the winter fishing weekend, and after 5 seconds of having it on, I looked at Dan and said, "Get this thing off me! I'm dying." Two of my buddies bought them there. We went ice fishing. I didn't have mine yet. We went ice fishing, and it was like 10 degrees with 25-mile-an-hour wind, and they couldn't even go inside a shack because they were too hot. So they're incredible suits. I sent some pictures to Dan. He goes, "Yeah, he's wearing a hoodie. Don't do that. Like, unless it's below freezing, don't put a hoodie under the thing." So it's crazy. But the other thing that I forgot to mention at the rules meeting last night, and I need to be better about, is NPAA. So if you don't know what the NPAA is, the National Professional Anglers Association, guides tournament fishermen, recreational fishermen can sign up $100 for the year. And if you use reference code TFC25, it doesn't get you a discount. It just shows that you guys came from us to help them out. And it's such a great little deal. Yeah, they do come in tent and awning size. We asked. He had some prototypes in the truck yesterday. So
right.
Yes, they do come in 4 and 5 XL. So yep, he told us they do come in tent and awning size.
Well, and I believe they're new. They're not a hoodie.
Nope, they're a sun shirt.
Yeah. Yep. Do I dare do this? I'm gonna take my hat off. Sure. I haven't figured out how to use these yet. But I suppose this is how they're using them out on the water. Yeah, I know I'm not pretty this way, but it's they're really awesome. And not only that, then you've got a gator, and you're looking good. Oh, there you go, a candy bar. Thank you very much.
But back to the MPAA, so then you get help with they helped us with some legislation this year. They do kind of stuff like that. They have legal or legislation. They have a whole lobbyist group that they work with. They're actually the reason tournaments can go back in North Dakota.
Yeah,
because they were a big part of
that group. Yeah, with the group up in North Dakota, they worked very hard to get that, and that's a huge deal.
Huge deal. And then they don't like to advertise it, but the discounts. I guarantee you, if you buy tackle, your $100 you spend to become a member will be instantly saved.
You will pay yourself back because it's huge. I think even Rapala is off, and I don't want to say that too loud, but you will figure it out once you pay the $100, and it's $100. Yeah. And so, Mark, you fish. You're a good fisherman. You aren't a professional fisherman, but you can join and you can be a part of it. And eventually, maybe someday, we'll all be professional fishermen. Are they getting ready for takeoff here, or flight number
5 minutes?
Okay.
So 5 minutes. So flight number 2 goes out. So we have 4 flights, 15 minutes apart. So 7 a.m. to 3, 7:15, 3:15, 7:30, 3:30, and then 7:45 to 4 or 3:45. So
and don't miss the midday show. We'll start that at noon sharp. Knowing us, it'll be 12:05 or 12:06. But we're going to try for noon, straight up noon. And we've got Gary Allen coming. Because Gary Allen knows this lake probably better than anybody, right? Yeah. I mean, this is the lake he's lived on. He guides on this lake, and the guy can talk fishing, and they've just been going crazy. There are a few of his guides out here fishing the tournament as well. So we've got Gary Allen will come on. He's going to talk about the lake and fishing on the lake because he's got no secrets to keep, right? So he's going to come on and talk about that. We've got cameras in Keith Pazur's boat. Brian Bashore's boat, Nick Harrington's boat, the Skipper
Skip
boys,
Brothers,
the
yep.
brothers, they've got one. And then did you get a camera in the fifth boat then?
I did
We're
not.
still working
Yep.
on that. Or maybe that's not going to happen
I don't
today, but maybe it'll happen tomorrow. So for now, we'll have those 4 boats on our live show, and we'll do like we did last year. We're gonna give you the video. We will have an opportunity to talk back and forth. I would guess because Nick is he's got the equipment.
Nick's got mics.
He is an electronic, a digital knucklehead. So he's got all the stuff. So we're going to be able to talk to Tom and Nick, and the wind won't bother. But I don't think the wind's going to be a big deal today anyway. They're talking 10 to 15 miles an hour, 76 degrees, a perfect day with the full moon. I didn't look at the lunar calendar, so I'm not quite sure how that's going to play out. I haven't had a chance. I was going to try to drive around a little bit and see if the cows were grazing. Anybody out there believe in that whole thing? That if the cows are grazing, the fish are biting. You know, if the cows are just kind of laying down, chewing their cud, the fish are laying on the bottom, thinking about other things than eating.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, and I don't believe in your pressure shit either. And all that.
Stuff. Okay. I never did check to see what pressure is.
I brought it up.
You did bring it up there real quick. Knucklehead.
I got to tell you something. I got a text after our Wednesday night show. And if you guys like this stuff, every Wednesday night, 7:00, we are live. You can watch it at any point because it just doesn't go away. So, they're on the feeds. But I was talking to a guy after the show the other night, and he goes, "Well, I don't know if we're your first, but I can tell you were streaming live from from Cancun, Mexico.
We were.
A buddy of mine was on a family vacation, and he had to stop the family vacation to watch Between Hook Sets. So,
fantastic.
Yeah. So he was. We're international now. For our most participation awarded podcast we have.
We made it across the border. Yeah, I for all of the participation awards that we keep receiving, I thank goodness that some mom back in the 90s decided that every kid who played in a baseball game, a football game, or wrestled, boom, there we go. I see the boys are kind of pointing at the boat, so we're going to go out there and we're going to go right to the takeoff boat.
Good morning. We're about to have Flight 2 take off here. We'll be starting with team number 25, going through team number 49 for Flight 2, going out at 7:15, being back in at 3:15. These boats are ready to go. Seems like these 15 minutes are the longest 15 minutes of their life ever. All right, here we go. Flight 2, team number 25, team number 26, team number 27, team number 28. Is that over here? 28? Yep. 29. Please don't wake until you get past the boat. 30. Team 30. Looking for a 30. We got a little Nathan Benstock, Keith Bazor, and Team 30 there. Good luck, boys. Team 31. Team 32. You're good to go. Good luck. 3:15's return by the crosswalk here. Team 33. Ryan Thompson and Matt Lyon. Team 34. Is that Kenny? Oh, yeah, that's Kenny there. Team 35. Team 36. Team 37. Good luck, everybody. Team 38. Brian Dahl. Good luck, boys. 315 return. Team 39. That's the best boat of the day right there. Team 40. Craig Euler and Brian Kavanaugh. Team 41. Good luck, gentlemen. Team 42. Team 43. Good luck, boys. Team 44. That's a pretty lunge you got there. Team 45. Nice Camus with a tinted windshield. Gotta like that. Team 46. Team 47 in the beautiful Vexus, the DVX 19. Yep, you're good, 47. 48. And the last boat of flight 2, Team 49.
All right. Well, there we go. So that's takeoff day number 1.
We're halfway through.
We're halfway through it.
Halfway through.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So-
I'm excited. It's going to be a great day. We're coming to you at noon today with our midday show, so please join us then. And we're probably going to hang out for about an hour.
Yeah.
Right?
So the other night on Between Hook Sets, we had our predictions. Are you changing from your 20 pound?
Do we get to, now that we know for certain that spawn is not done? I still stand by 20 something. I'm not going. A lot of guys said 28, 29. I would go between 20 and 24 if I'm allowed to just nudge up a bit, because I was planning on skinny males and that's it, because the big mamas were going to slide off deep and completely have lockjaw.
I'm
that
28 to about 33, 34. That's where I think we're going to be seeing at. And I think Nate will probably still rock his 42 pounds.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to change that, So yeah, I'll stand by the 20 to 24. If you want me to pick a number, I'll go 23 and a half. I'm not trying to be wishy-washy, but I honestly thought that maybe the spawn was so close to done that it wasn't a big, huge deal. So hope you'll join us at noon today, and then don't forget the weigh-in will start at 2:45. We'll pop on and just kind of get things ready and give you an idea of what the day is looking like. And then we'll follow through with weigh-in day 1, and we'll wrap it up. And then we'll start again tomorrow morning about 6:30, 6:45. We'll see how quickly the boats move through. And that's kind of why we started later, because everybody's just kind of coming through and moving at their own pace. So
Yeah.
we'll probably be in it at about 6:45. Maybe we'll set up a camera in the marina and you can watch the boats, do their deal. And I think I'm finding out that people just like to watch a little video too.
Yeah.
You don't even have to have talk or conversation. So that's good. Then we'll do the midday show and we'll do the final weigh-in at 3:00 as well. So please join us.
So you got a
It should be
comment
good.
up there.
If we've got one more comment, let's pop it up and see what we got going on there. Oh, Kurt needs a donut and a nap.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe that's not such a bad idea. I could use a little coffee too. We're
Yeah.
going for breakfast soon, right?
Yep. Coffee
Good.
and breakfast is coming up. Yeah.
Good, because I'm just a bit on the hungry side. All right, we're going to leave you with our sponsor of today's program, and we hope you'll join us again at noon today. Thanks for watching.
Live coverage of the 24th Cedar Shore Walleye Tournament is brought to you by Thiel's Collision Center in Chamberlain. Wheel alignment, suspension work, glass replacement, and windshield calibrations. Thiel's, a complete collision center with 24-hour towing in the Chamberlain-Owacoma area. Get your ride ready for spring and summer. Thiel's Collision Center, 300 North Main, Chamberlain.
All right, so I guess we have flight 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So we're not done yet.
You were jumping ahead of the game.
Well,
yeah.
I wanted a donut and some coffee and maybe
Thanks,
a nap,
Uncle Lou,
but-
for only
Get
giving
me-
us half,
It
making
get me
him
all
want to run
excited
away.
there. Yeah, no doubt. I'm not kidding you. I was all pumped and I thought that was a little odd. Wait a minute, we've got 50 boats. There should be like 100 boats.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, we're only halfway through the thing, and maybe that's what you were talking about. We're halfway done. I thought we were halfway done because we had the first morning show done and out of the way, and I suppose some of the folks that were watching have already had friends and relatives move on. And don't forget to check out the Cold Snap. This Cold Snap stuff is absolutely fantastic. You'll see in the comments it's TFC 20 when you go to coldsnapoutdoors.com and make your purchase. Uncle Lou is busy on the comments today. Uncle Lou, thank you very much. What do we got here? What would have been gone? The steak and eggs? Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'd have been right there with you. And Brent, way better than last year. Last year was that was. And the crazy thing was, it wasn't a 50-mile-an-hour wind. Was it 40 something?
But it was right.
But it was this weird wind that just made things
and
absolutely
it was cold, and yeah. I mean, we've had some interesting weather. You always got to love the spring tournaments. They're windy, they're wet, they're wild. I mean, everybody last night's like, I'm just glad we don't have snow, because we've had blizzards and we've had everything down here. And I mean, I just looked at them and said, I'm glad I'm not out chainsawing the Bay of Ice. So,
Yeah, right.
3-4 years ago, myself, Austin Early, my buddy Nathan Dick, and a bunch of us came down, put pumps on the water, and chainsaw the bay out. We came here on Saturday. There was 28 inches of ice, and by the next Friday, they could put boats in. So
it's nuts. But the river's a different beast.
Yeah.
Right. She could be 80 degrees, 106 degrees here.
Yeah.
And it can be 62 in Brookings and maybe 75 in Rapid City. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure what it is. I always joke about friends when I'm getting close to the river. I'm like, I'm in the butt crack of South Dakota, because we're right there. But this Missouri
the
River,
banana belt, buddy.
Yeah,
the banana
belt.
belt.
The banana belt. Yes, exactly. I'm going to check my phone because we got a text. I just want to make sure that.
Yeah,
all
sorry
is
we
good
keep
there.
checking our phones, but we got a lot of stuff going on, and
Yep.
one of these days we'll get into the level where we can have a guy on the side doing all the
producing and all the checking.
the producer, and
Yeah.
then we'll be really in trouble because he'll be yelling at us for not doing something right. Or
Honestly, I'm learning that our great listeners like Uncle Lou and Mark and Brent and all these guys that are watching, they're looking for information.
Yeah.
So frankly, if we, would you mind if we didn't have faces? Although you wouldn't be able to hear us because the cat would drown out. I don't know that it matters. It's so fun to just be able to do this and bring it to you. I'm gonna try wearing a dress shirt for the midday show. I'm just kind of curious.
I'm
I'm just kind of curious to see if I can't, make myself look better than Mercer. Does Mercer ever wear $100 info? Yeah, there you go.
NPAA, is that what you're asking for?
Yep,
Uncle Lou?
$100 info. You got the
NPAA
TF.
dot
Yep.
net.
Oh yeah, right. NPAA. Yeah. So
Use reference code TFC25 if that's what you're referring to, Uncle Lou. If not, I know we cost Uncle Lou a bunch of money one night, and he comments every week how we cost him money or how we saved him money. So yeah, he's a loyal listener to the Between Hook Sets. But I mean, this fishery has changed, and I think last year I think part of our boat numbers is because the fishing in general last year was tough down here.
Yeah, there was a lot of negative press. There were a lot of people, and I think I was probably one of them, blaming guides a little bit because they were out just hammering the heck out of the lake. Well, then you've got people talking about not having fish. The GF&P saying a whole different deal. Yeah. Up and around, Mark. Up and around. So his old man was the football coach. And of course, I was one of the knuckleheads on the team, and it's like, what's up and around? And did you do Burma? Did you play football?
Yeah.
Burma. Oh, holy Hannah.
I didn't go in high school. I didn't play, but up till high school, I played football, and we were too busy fishing, man. Fishing and hunting.
Yeah.
When I got old enough to shoot a gun, that was life. So,
life for us was on Devil's Lake. As kids, we got to fish Devil's Lake. Mark's still fishing Devil's Lake. He's lucky.
I did get a little bit of sleep, about 4 hours. So that's up from most tournaments, but it's the first one of the year. I mean, Gov Cup, I average about 3 hours of sleep a night. So, yeah,
I'm gonna pull this into we had this hanging up, and Travis made this, and it's gorgeous. I mean,
our buddy at Chalik Signs, you guys need graphic work done, check out Travis at Chalik Signs.
We're about
looks like 2 minutes away from takeoff, but this fishery has kind of changed tremendously with the introduction of zebra mussels, and I think that's the big thing. Like, I was talking to a few of the guides and the guys that are from down here that this is our home water, and they're saying 18 to 20 foot of water is super clear.
I didn't even think about asking those questions last night. Didn't even give it a thought. Yeah. Hard to look at. Yeah, maybe that's not.
We might need to. I'm a little tired right now. I got to get a coffee in me, and we were moving stuff around this morning. Brian knocked my Mountain Ops over, so I got 4 sips of it, and he knocked his coffee over, so it wasn't like a. But yeah, no, I'm gonna get a Mountain Ops on the break here when I go outside and check on things, and maybe I'll come back a little jacked up.
All right,
I can't do those energy drinks, so my heart will explode.
Right on. We'll go to the takeoff boat for flight number 3.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're about to do flight 3, 7:30, return at 3:30. Starting with boat 50. Dylan Haggerty and partner. They're just itching. They're ready. Go. Team 50, that's a go. Good luck. See you when you come back. Team 51. Team 52. Please do not wake until you're past my boat. Trying to keep the camera level here. Good luck, fellas. Team 53. Team 54. Team 55. Team 56. Team 57. Please no wake until you're past my boat, though. Team 58. Please no wake until you're past my boat. Whoa, easy does her. Team 59. Team 60. In the Tiller Cedar. Good day for that boat. Team 61. In the fancy little bass boat. They're going to get her today. Good luck, boys. Team 62. Team 63. Team 64. Team 65. The Deckers. Them boys know what they're doing. Team 66. Team 67. Team 68. Team 69. You're good to go. Thank you. Team 70. Bilging already. Team 71. That's a pretty Vexus you got there. DVS 20. Team 72. Do we got a 73? Team 73 and 74, where are you? You're in this flight. Yep. 74. 74, 74. Team 74, boat 74. Are you coming? You're good to go. See you. Good luck about 3:30. 3:30. And since we are posting this way, I don't know if you can see it, but we got the beautiful Cedar Shore Resort here in the background behind these boats taking off, where we're all staying and doing the weigh-ins. All right, good luck, boys. All right, back to you, fellas.
All right, very good. Thank you much. Nate and Zach out in the takeoff boat in the just outside of the marina, actually at Cedar Shore. So we've got the final flight coming up here in just a little bit. Chris Haynes gave us a little note there earlier. Chris, we miss you. Speaking of great sticks, you know, Chris and Ben Brown make a great team, and you know, they've won the big ones, and you know, they're in that elite tier of walleye anglers in the state of South Dakota. And then Chris had commented on a little something that we mentioned earlier as well. So Chris, I just didn't want you to think we blew you off, because we'll always take an LOL, you know, anytime, every time. Kurt was talking about the zebra mussels, and for those of you that are watching that don't understand the zebra mussels and the clarity of water and how that changes things, you know, this lake used to, you know, was a little bit dirty. The lake can be muddy, and you go from a lake that's just a little bit on the murky side to almost gin clear, and it changes how you fish, because you're not fishing bright colors anymore. Fire tiger's not a thing in a zebra mussel infested lake. Stuff's too bright. Oh, you might be able to use it, whatever. But I'm hearing from the pros and those guys that get out and they're doing things. They're using more natural colors. You're using your purples and your blacks. And
we rolled in with some mountain ops, so it looks like we're ready to go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you are, but boom. Spike a little crap. Oh, is Spike because of this thing right here that he's got going?
No, when
right
I used to put gel in my hair for when I got to be a professional, and when I used to manage Fastenal, I'd go to the Midwest Co-op shop, and Chris and all the boys nicknamed me Spike, and I can't get away from it. You know the nicknames that certain people have for you?
Yep.
You know, I've got, you know, I was always a bunch of little, I was always little. Like my dad was Thunder, I was Little Thunder.
Oh, really?
My dad was Gabby, I was Little Gabby. And I mean, nicknames, Undy, you know, we got called Undy a lot in life. You know, that was the nickname we had pretty much. But it's crazy how you get different people that call you different things. And I've never had a nickname that just sticks, like our buddy Felby. Felby's had the nickname Felby since like 8th grade, and we don't even know how he got it.
Yeah, because it has nothing to do with his name.
No. By the time we were in high school, literally teacher, you'd say his real name, they'd be like, who?
Oh, right.
Teachers didn't even know his real name. They just call him, everybody call him Felby. But yeah, they, how about my business cards? Yeah, they would go to my office and they would take a pen and write Spike on my business cards.
That's funny. That's funny. So about a month ago, my son Cade was at motocross, and one of the kids yelled, "Hey, Snapper!" And I'm like, "What?" And Cade said, "No, that's me. That's my nickname, Snapper." I'm like, "Well, that's my nickname too in the cattle world." You know, John Cotton used to call me Snapper all the time. He's like, "What?" So how is that two separate groups of people, one in their 50s, one in their teens, and father son are both nicknamed Snapper, and nobody knows the difference? So it's kind of coincidental. My nickname in the 90s was Snacks.
Yeah,
because everything we did, anywhere we went, I was always eating snacks, no matter what, and I still like to do that. You know, I dig a candy bar. I like a chicken pot pie too, but I really enjoy a candy bar. But here's the thing: I went to the grocery store or the gas station actually, because I thought I should have a couple candy bars for the trip to Chamberlain. And candy bars are like $1.99 for just a regular size one. They're $1.29 for a small one. All right, I'll just carry the load here.
Yeah.
But yeah, $1.99. Now, when I was a kid at Bailey's drugstore, I remember paying 10 cents for a Snicker. They were 10 cents. When they went to 18 cents, I got a little crabby. When they went to 25, I'm like, well, you know, at least I don't have the pennies in my pocket weighing me down, whatever. But then they just started going up and up and up. And $1.99, that's not a king-size candy bar either. So I don't know if the convenience store I was at is charging too much for candy, because the king size were $2.69. So, you know, who needs to eat a big bar of candy? But I remember my dad saying you could get a Snicker for a nickel, and it was 3 times the size of the Snickers that they were in the 80s. And now you go get just a $1.99 or $1.29 Snicker, and they're just these teeny tiny little things. They're hardly a bite, hardly good enough to enjoy. So we've got one more flight coming up here, and then that'll wrap up takeoff day 1. And you know, this Cedar Shore is beautiful. If you've never been here, great place to bring a family and vacation. I mean, whether you stay here or stay at Allen's or somewhere else, there's so many sights to see. It's gorgeous. You get down here along the river, and you've got these beautiful bluffs, and oh my, what's going on there?
The future's so bright today, it's blinding me out there.
Well, it's not very often that we have sunny and 75 as actual weather for a tournament.
Yeah, other than the Gov Cup when it's sunny and 175.
Yeah, well, see, and that's just a little bit too much. But that's coming up. So let's run through that here real quick, because we have 4 minutes. So let's talk about the next tournament you have coming up. It's in Pierre.
Yeah, Sharp Showdown, end of the month. I think it's the 25th, something like that. Sign up still open for that. that piggybacks, or the NWT is piggybacking on us. They called earlier this year when they had to have a schedule change, asked if they could. So they're Thursday, Friday. We are Saturday, Sunday, 60 teams. Sharp Showdown. Come fish it. Sharp isn't, everybody's so scared of it for some reason.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
I tell
don't.
everybody, take a day. Just take one day and go drive your boat. And don't be a dumbass, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay. So it gets shallow. It's probably the most shallow of
Our
all the
reservoirs,
lakes on the Missouri River system.
Well, I
in
wouldn't
South
say
Dakota.
that. In South Dakota. Bismarck,
South Dakota.
Bismarck
Yeah,
is way worse because the
Right.
sandbars shift and they do everything. Down there, they're pretty steady. You just got to know where they're at. You get way downriver, down by Joe Creek area, there's trees. You got to know where you're going down there. I couldn't even direct you, but in town, it's not that bad.
No.
You can get around pretty easy. And sorry, I got
I know I'm froggy.
a little tickle in my throat.
Does that make you feel better?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Me too. I got rid of my frog.
They, but yeah, come check it out. The Pier Chamber, we teamed up with them like I think it's our third or fourth year. I can't remember. It all blends together now. To put that on, I mean, sign up, you get a meal with registration.
Yeah.
This year, our great sponsor, the Outpost, is catering the meal to the registration. It'll be at the Missouri River Event Center, new venue for.
Oh yeah.
This is our third.
Okay, yeah.
This is our third year, so we've kind of transitioned places of where we've had rules mean. But Missouri River Event Center, the pros will be in town for the week.
It's gonna be fun.
And then we're piggybacking right off, or they come right off. They're in front of us. We were right behind them, so it's going to be kind of a week-long festivities in Pier for fishing. We're pretty excited.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I can't wait to meet Tom Goodmestead in person. I think we're going to have to.
You
have
are
him
in love
between-
with this guy.
Here's the thing. Brett Blumendahl had him on, and I was enamored with him. I fell in love with, kind of like I did with Tom Wynn. It just went. This guy is just magnetic, right? So Goodmestead is just he talks fishing, and he just lays it all out there. He doesn't keep any secrets, and I think he'll be fun to have on Between Hook Sets one of these days. So frankly, like I told him, I said, I hope you win the National Walleye Tour on Lake Sharp, because this is going to be fun.
Yeah, it'll be. He seems like a good guy from what I've been seeing of him and stuff like that. And you know, you were the same way. Like in the beginning, I knew who Tom Wynn was, kind of followed him a little bit. Then I got to meet Tom, and it's hard not to like Tom Wynn.
It
so
is.
Tom Wynn is such a great dude, but he's top notch. I mean, they call him the franchise. Dinger, Justin Severton gave him the nickname the franchise, and he truly is the franchise.
Yeah.
I called him at the Classic, and a few of the guys just about died because they didn't know that was his nickname. Man, I'm going to make that one stick. The franchise.
Anymore, he is Northland Fishing Tackle.
Yeah.
And then is Hunter Nitty going to do the
Hunter
Sharp
Nitty is
Showdown?
fishing with Mike Selden.
That's
Sharp Showdown. That'd be
that
awesome.
That's a
we
big
go
deal.
from there. We got
a little bit of time. I'm just popping them up. They're still muted.
So from there we go for the walleye side of things. We go to Pier for Sharp Showdown, and then new one this year, June 14th, Mobridge. Denny Palmer. We teamed up with the Mobridge Chamber to bring you the Denny Palmer for the live coverage and the weigh-in stuff. Yeah. And then Gov Cup, third weekend in July. So that's always big. That's full. But Denny Palmer still got spots, and so does Sharp Showdown. So that's going to be awesome.
Get registered. All right, let's go to the takeoff boat for our final flight.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Going to flight 4, 7:45. Due back in at 3:45. Everybody right here cautious. Be cautious of these two random boats going out. Flight 4, team number 75. Good luck, gentlemen. Good luck, boys. Team 76, Justin Cole and partner. Josh Friesman. There we go, Josh Friesman. Good luck, boys. Team 77, 3:45. Team 78. Team 79, the Skipper Brothers. Justin and Lauren. Justin's taking the helm today. Good luck, boys. Team 80. Oh, and I know your name, too. Right, yeah, there we go. I know the face real well. Team 81. Team 82, start scooting yourselves up. No wake until you're past the boat. Team 83. Team 84. They got the long rods out today. Antennas. Team 85. Team 86. Good luck, boys. 345. Mr. Jeremy Kuhn. Team 87. That's a pretty little boat there. Nice wrap job. Team 89. Team 89. Team 90. Team 91. Robbie and Hayden, father-son duo. Team number 92. Team number 93. Zach McCumsey, that sure is. And Maxwell Sheets. Team 94. Is that Tanner Thompson mode? Our Team Lodge sponsor right there. Best guy in the world. Team. Oh, 88, you'll have to wait. You have to wait. Wait till the end. Since I already missed you, you have to be at the end. Hold up. Team 95. 95. Team 96. And Team 98 coming up the rear.
All right, as we let everybody exit, that is that's the entire field.
Let's take off.
Out and gone. Boys, thank you out there in the boat.
I'll go back to that view. Look
You
at
want
that view.
It
Look
is
at
gorgeous,
that.
isn't
It's
it?
absolutely beautiful. Wait till you walk out of this trailer. It's completely changed outside and
Really?
for good. It's gorgeous out there. So gonna have a great day of fishing. Can't wait to come live from these guys on the water. So we will see you guys at noon.
Yeah.
So check into the show at noon and we will be back live then.
Yeah, please join us. I see we have one more comment. I'm going to pop it up here real quick. All right, Mason, good to hear from you. We'll see you at weigh-in. Thank you much, everybody. Enjoy your afternoon.
What did Mason's comment say?